Good day, everyone. Today's topic is about Gibson theory of perception. What is Gibson theory of perception? It is how we are taking up or picking up information, objects, or our surroundings using the light that's said to be reflecting what we see. Die Hard 2. This movie is about how John McClane saved his wife and other people's lives on the plane from the terrorist attack. These terrorists are a group of professional soldiers who are good in what they do. They have been planning it a long time to hijack a plane. For them to achieve this, they have to take control of the tower from the airport to use it as a blackmail. They took off the lights from the runway so the pilot couldn't land their plane and just stay in the air circling around the city. And they are the only ones who can communicate to the pilot, so the pilots don't know what is happening on the tower. McClane figured things out with the help of Barnes and the janitor. McClane risked his life while counterattacking the terrorist plan. McClane chased the terrorists until the plane they hijacked crashed and his wife's plane and the other planes land safely. Ecological approach is an individual's ability to take information from the light that reaches the retina that gives description of our environment. In the movie, the runway needs to have a light for the pilot to land the plane safely. This is their guide to slowly fly the plane beneath the ground. This is where depth perception comes in. The pilots needs to accurately know the distance between the plane and the ground to judge how far is the runway for them to land, because if not, they will be crushed like the first plane the terrorists hijacked in the movie. Optic array is how the light reflected from the surfaces. The light in the runway in the movie were turned off by the terrorists because they knew that these lights that reflect from the pilot's point of view in the plane is needed to know where the markings of the runway. These lights in the surfaces helps the pilot to see where they will land and how far are they from landing. Invariant information. It gives off the features of the environment or surroundings. Also, how the objects are seen from far away. Like the lights in the runway, they are more visible in the pilot's point of view as they slowly land, but the further light looks like they are so close to each other, but if they land, the light is actually far from each other. When McClane tried to guide the first plane before it crashed, the signal he is doing is not visible from the pilot's point of view. In the last scene, the burnt fuel tail of the crashed plane helped the pilot figure out the runway. Flow in the ambient optic array. The motion of the observer and the motion of the object. In the movie, this is how the pilots see the light as they fly over the airport or as he come closer to the runway and see the light. And since there is no light guiding them, the first plane can judge accurately where he would land, so the plane crashed. In the last part of the movie, where there is a tail of fire from the crash plane of the terrorists, the pilot judge accurately where he would land, and as he lands safely, the other plane tried to land too.